the go-home show before Saturday night's main event is in the books. It was an episode of Smackdown, and I feel like our opinions are a bit mixed on it. We've literally just wrapped up watching it. There were some cool segments, some important matches, some qualifiers, but we're going to get into it and recap it for you. So do you want to kick us off, Beav?
Yeah, well, the Friday night SmackDown before any pay-per-view is usually just... It's not great.
No.
Because they save everything for the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't an exception. So,
no.
Yeah.
I really thought you said this to us before we watched it, that it, SmackDown's aren't ever usually good right before the pay-per-view, because they're literally Friday and then Saturday nights the pay-per-view.
Yeah, well, there's no point in wasting all the good material, so I get it.
Of course,
but then it always ruins the Friday night SmackDown show.
Of course. But that being said, it wasn't all bad, but it is just... They are always a bit lackluster. And I thought this one to break the cycle with the past 2 weeks of wrestling shows we've had have been amazing. Last week's SmackDown and this just really don't even compare. But the show opens anyway with the Jimmy Uso, which surprised me.
Yeah, he comes out with the crutches, gets in the ring and starts doing a promo, and the whole crowd's yeeting him.
Yeah.
He has to remind him that he's not Jay Uso.
Yeah, there's the wrong twin.
And... What happens?
I didn't even see it coming.
Oh. Drew McIntyre, Claymore. Yeah.
Claymore.
While he's on crutches, bro.
Claymore the shit out of his crutched ass. It was unbelievable.
Oh, that brother don't care. I love it. He's actually the best heel in the entire company. So
it was a bit strange Jimmy opening the show. I didn't expect that. And he was talking about, going to be a big year for Big Jim. Maybe he'll win the Rumble. Go after the Undisputed Championship.
Dream big, bro.
Dream big, Jimmy. Yeah, we love you, Jim. Just dream big. But he's dreaming very big. Very, very big.
He needs to cut a lot of promos like that the entire year if he's going to...
Yeah.
If he wants to get... Because he's got the skill moves in the ring.
Yeah. The fans are on his side. He's an Uso. He's got Samoan blood in him. He's part of a massive faction.
Maybe, but... It's probably going to take a couple of years.
I'll tell you what, another tag championship is in the books for him.
Oh, for sure he's winning a tag championship.
Come on. When the Usos get back together, that's going to go hard. But I don't know, man. Jay went off by himself,
Yeah.
Can Jimmy.
And Drew the entire time was just smirking. And he's just so good.
Drew walked all the way backstage, was escorted like the bad kid at school to the principal's office. Didn't say a word. He was smirking the whole time in his tank top. So the aura's off the charts.
Nick Aldridge was like, "Get in my office." He's
so strange.
He's just him, bro.
Is this a new gimmick for Drew? Like, what was going on there? He just didn't say a word.
He's nonchalant.
It's nonchalant, Drew. I'm back.
I'm back.
All right.
Oh, so good.
What do we have next, Bev?
Tiffy versus Michin,
Mm-hmm.
which semi-finals. It's a mid-card title. It was a fairly good match.
Mm.
The ending was bad.
The ending was...
Tell us why.
The ending was unfortunately messed up. Now, these two women did great. I love a match that means something. It was a qualifying match for a title that we're all very excited about. Michin, one of the stars of the mid-card, and Tiffy, probably one of the most over women in the company at the minute. Everyone has got Tiffy time on their watches right now, yes. And she came out with the Christmas gear on. She's got the briefcase. And it was a good match. There was a few tornado DDTs from Michin. She was bouncing off the ropes and shit. It was...
But Michin was supposed to roll out the way and reverse the move and get the pin.
Mm.
But she eats it, kind of.
She did.
But then acts as if she didn't get hit.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you get hit with the move, you got to sell it.
You got to sell it.
Even if you weren't supposed to get hit with it, change the finish.
Yeah.
Do it again.
I really think
it was so bad. Yeah.
I really think that they should have altered the finish some way. Now, we could see the vision. Michin runs out the way.
If that happened, it would have been great. It would have been really good.
Michin rolls out the way, hits Tiffy, catches her surprised, because the idea was Tiffy misses the moonsault, doesn't land on her feet, lands as flush on her stomach, sells it, gets hit with the finish 1, 2, 3. Then she's sort of lost by her own hand in that way. Do you know what I mean? That might be next door.
Right.
I'll cut that out. Yeah, the idea is that Tiffy was supposed to sort of lose by her own hand, and the impact of her own moonsault, which would have completely missed if it went to plan, but it didn't. Like you say, Michin ate a lot of that. She like rolled towards the turnbuckle and still ate the moonsault.
But I guess it was the right move because, Michin deserves it for. She's been advocating for it. It's a mid-card title. Tiffy's really over. She's probably going to get a main card title at some point, so she doesn't need this.
No.
But it makes Michin look so bad. Like
it does.
But anyway,
it does.
It was a decent match, terrible ending, and I guess all you remember is the end of the match.
Yeah, but not the worst qualifier of the night.
No, somehow it can't get worse.
It can't go on like this.
It can.
It can though.
It can though. And then we get a DIY promo, heel promo, the first heel promo.
Yeah, black and white as well.
Pretty solid promo. Nothing much to say about
No, Johnny Gargano talking about what did he say? It's nice to see Motor City get their flowers. It just happened at their funeral.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cold. But yeah, these two were cutting the promo in black and white. They were like, they'd say something, float away, and let the other one speak. I thought that was like nice link up between them.
Yeah.
But ultimately, we are getting a bit of a heel run from them. I don't know how long it will last because MCMG have got them next week already.
Yeah.
Like,
now that they're two-time.
They are two-time.
So they're getting the portfolio up.
They are indeed, yeah. I don't know, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's going to reinvent DIY or anything, but it's certainly interesting. And then next, we had 2 promos back-to-back. We had a Roman segment, and Roman's off in this. He's outside somewhere. Paul Heyman's in the background. The sun's shining. And what does he say, Beef? He calls out somebody.
God, who did he call out? I don't remember.
Tribal warfare.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. We're all going one-on-one with Solo.
One-on-one, January 6th, Netflix, Raw on Netflix. We're getting Tribal Combat, Tribal Chief versus Tribal Chief. That is humongous. Yeah. This Raw is going to feel like a goddamn PLE with the matches that have been announced.
I can't wait that Raw. For once, they're going to make a week show. Fucking fire.
Yeah, it's going to be.
They need to.
They do need to. Yeah. They need to show out for. They need to pop out for Raw, and there's no better way to do it than take the 2 heads of your biggest story and have them fight. Roman said that our tribe won one, your tribe won one, but let's leave the rest of the tribe to spectate and let's us go at it. And not that that's one to call yet because it's still weeks away, but it should be fun. It should be fun.
Next segment, we get Braun Strowman versus Carmelo Hayes. That was the mystery opponent. Was Braun Strowman came out. Squash match.
Genuinely squash match.
That was about it.
Melo did everything he could.
Yeah, and he looked good in there. He looked slick. He looked good, but I mean, what's it? 400 pound versus like 200.
Yeah, minimum 200. Like he hit a nice springboard DDT, but everything that he was doing in the air, because that's all he can do. Braun just caught him. Yeah. Catches him like a baby. Hit a thumbs up to the crowd. Running power slam. 1, 2, 3. Carmelo is out.
He can't kick out.
He can't kick out.
That's just it. We go. Who's the?
What?
Who's next one? Promo. Someone did a promo.
LA Knight.
Yeah, LA Knight did a promo. Fire promo.
It was a fire promo. Your red necklace got in the way of my gold belt. Yeah. Woo! So cold.
So nice.
LA is filthy on the mic. And he was saying about how he didn't really want to get involved in Bloodline business because it's none of his business, which is damn straight. But they got involved in his business in the United States division last week when they attacked him when he was talking to Shinsuke.
God, and LA Knight is such a good... he is a babyface.
He is a babyface.
But he's not a cardboard cutout babyface.
No, he's not.
Run out into the arena and help someone like...
Exactly, yeah. He's not a politician like Cody Barrett. He's not trying to kiss babies and if you say the right things, you're my friend. Nah. LA Knight is his own man, and he's a badass. He's
fucking promo.
It was a great promo.
Nice, really
it was a very good promo. Yeah.
Solo, he goes to do a promo.
Typical shit. Acknowledge me.
And he just gets interrupted by LA Knight as theme song.
Yep.
Match happens.
And the match happens, and match of the night. Match of the night, I'd say. It has to be. It has to be.
It was a good match.
The competition wasn't stiff for match of the night. I mean...
No, they're just...
what was after that? The Braun and Carmelo, dude. Like that was next up. Like,
and that was a squash match, so it just wasn't the level today.
There was a level. Solo hits a nice Samoan drop on LA Knight. LA Knight hits his megastar elbow on him, and you think that's it. Solo kicks out, and then there's a great shot where LA Knight's just sort of reveling in the fact that Solo kicked out, and from behind him on the announce table, Jacob Fatu just emerges like fucking Godzilla. And just runs straight to the apron.
The full moon came out.
The full moon came out
in
Hartford, Connecticut that night, and Jacob Fatu just DQs the match, which is probably for the best. No one wants to see LA Knight lose. Solo Sikoa shouldn't lose, and thank God for Jacob Fatu.
So some of the mid card, the American title picture guys came out. Andrade and Apollo, they come to help. No one looks bad, but also it's just like nothing really happens. Nothing
really happens. I wonder what they're setting up there then, because that was 3v3 in the ring.
Yeah, so maybe a triple threat match, but I don't know.
I don't know either, but ultimately, we don't want to see any. Keep the Bloodline feud the Bloodline at the minute. I don't want to see anything else get involved.
This next match, Chelsea Green versus Bayley.
Yikes! I don't want to feel. I'm. We're putting this on the internet, right? Wrestling fans will see this. They saw the same match as us, and I don't want to be the guys that are hard to please, but that was bad.
We're not gonna say how it is. We're not overly hating. I mean, the last two, Raw and SmackDown were great. This was god awful.
This was bad. This was the worst match between all four of those shows.
This tells you it's a mid card title, bro.
Which is so unfortunate.
It was god awful. It was terrible. I didn't enjoy it.
Mid-card titles are the best they've ever been in the WWE. They are the best they've ever been, with Gunter's IC reign, Sammy's IC reign, Braun's IC reign. The mid-card titles are the best they've ever been in the WWE. LA Knight's IC reign, United States reign. They're the best they've ever been. People were excited for Michin winning one. People were excited for Chelsea Green winning one. But this was a terrible showing. Very bad showing.
I mean, but then again, Bayley's she's a main carder, so obviously she's not going to win this match because she don't need it.
No.
But also, they were both. Oh my god, it was. You're watching them do the pins, count to 2, and they break the pin, and you're just begging them to just take the pin. I wanted the match to be over.
Just begging
I was
for 3.
like, wrap it up, brother. I've had enough.
Chelsea Green hit the Rough Rider in honor of her husband, Zack Ryder, which was pretty cold.
I didn't know they were married.
Yeah, they're whoa. They are married. But there was a nice suplex from the apron to the outside as well by Bayley. But ultimately, these women they just looked lost. They looked lost. They were hitting moves on each other and watching how the other one would sell it, and the other one would barely sell it.
God, and that's the main event tomorrow: Chelsea Green versus Michin. Which
Main event, yeah. The crowd wasn't really hyped for it either. They were hyped for when it ended. We'll keep it there.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll move on.
We will move on.
Motor City Machine Guns. They answer back with their own promo to DIY.
Yeah, I'm excited for this little feud.
It was good. It was a good promo.
Yep.
Go on, say the quote.
What did he say?
He said something like, "You're the student."
Oh yeah, I'm going to show you why you're the student and I'm the teacher.
Yeah. So
cold.
They both had great promos.
Yes, they did.
That's going to heat up. And also, I forgot to mention, we also had Bianca and Naomi set up a tag team match between them two versus Nia Jax and
Candice LeRae
for the tag team titles. So Jade's out of the picture. It's either Bianca or Naomi who did it to Jade. So
I'd say it has to be, because I've said this week after week on this show, as well as in the clips and off between me and you personally. The swerve of it being another heel, if Nia Jax did it, so boring. That's a heel doing heel things. There's no need for it to be that way. It's a very good opportunity to have a swerve, to have a heel turn, and I think it should be one or the other. It should be Naomi. If it's Naomi, cool. If it's Bianca, cool. Even cooler probably. But it was either that or they vacated the titles, and I don't think that's the right call either.
It's a nice little setup. I'm excited for that next week.
Yep.
We also had Shinsuke Nakamura cut a promo.
He did.
Was it on LA Night?
It was on LA Night. He said he held something that he didn't even deserve.
Right.
Which is big words from the Japanese, the
solid
the
promo.
samurai.
Solid promo. It's what Shinsuke does a Japanese promo.
It's
Nothing much to say.
Nothing much to say really. I just think it's cold. I know there's people out there that are really liking this Shinsuke. I really think Finney would like it, low key, because it's all anime, like, you know what I mean. But so he cut that promo on him. He's all kitted up. Just reminding you that he's still there, reminding you who the US champ is, reminding you that it's a new Shinsuke. Yeah. And I'm excited about this Shinsuke. I cannot lie. I know you were never too hot on him in his prime, but anyway, the show closes out. We are at the final, aren't we? Yeah. The show closes out with Cody and Kevin Owens facing off for their match tomorrow, which I imagine will be the main event of the PLE tomorrow night. And lo and behold, KO did not come out to the ring because he's being a bitch.
He sat in his car again, bro, refusing to come to the ring.
And we called it. We called it happening. We knew he'd pop up on the screen.
God, he's so funny. Kevin Owens is
he is hilarious, and I like what he's doing at the minute. So he says, you are more interested in Stardust. You're not honest.
He came out with a Stardust top.
He had a Stardust t-shirt on. Yeah, he did. He said he's a bad son and a bad brother, which is that's insane. Yeah, that's insane to say.
Honestly, that's why their main event material, bro, because the whole show was kind of like, and then that happened. It was like, we only had it for 10 minutes, and that was the best 10 minutes of the show. Yeah. That's why they're the main event.
Yeah. So
they're both great.
Cody, hearing all that, decides to go and find Kevin Owens, and I'm thinking we're about to get a hit and run segment. I'm thinking Cody Rhodes is about to get obliterated by Kevin Owens' rental vehicle, but it doesn't happen. Kevin Owens is waiting from behind the curtain as soon as Cody Rhodes goes into Gorilla, and they fight a bit. They take it out they end up in the ring, which Kevin Owens should have come out anyway, but they end up in the ring. And, there's a fight back and forth just like last week. Security guards are holding them off. Cody Rhodes is laying out security guards. Yeah, that's not very
very heel move.
Yeah, very heel move.
Are we hinting at something?
You're hitting at that heel turn, baby. But they end up in the ring. They're being held off. Cody Rhodes jumps from across the ring to get some licks in on KO. And from out of nowhere, KO takes the the Undisputed Championship belt and lays out Cody, slumps him with his own belt.
He's out.
He is out like a light.
He's out gold.
Cody sells it real nice. He's there looking at the lights.
I think one of the refs threw up the eggs and they had to get the paramedics.
I hope Cody will be able to compete tomorrow night.
Hopefully.
But he lays the championship over Cody and he leaves the ring, and that is the show. Yeah. And I think you can tell by the runtime of this episode compared to previous ones that there really isn't that much to talk about.
No, there wasn't really much to talk about.
There wasn't a lot of...
It's a setup show.
It's the go-home show.
It's always just not great.
No, we've got we've got the match set up, the United States Women's Championship. We got that set up tonight. That was cool to have confirmed. We could have had Bayley versus Tiffany Stratton.
That's main event picture. This is a mid-card title, so that's why it didn't happen.
But I think it
would have been nice. But
can I just throw this into the universe, dude? This would be so fucked up. Yeah. But what if tomorrow night we get Michin and Chelsea Green, and Tiff cashes in for the US title?
I don't hate it.
It would make that a lot more fucking interesting, wouldn't you say?
I don't know, but for some reason Triple H just always saves the Money in the Bank
for Mania.
Full Mania. So
it will, yeah.
We'll probably get that.
Yeah, so like you say, there wasn't much to talk about, but the main topic of conversation will be tonight, Saturday night's main event, a PLE in December. Lucky us. The next PLE after this will be Royal Rumble. Yeah. So it's going to be huge, and we will be there covering it. We hope you join us. Any sort of support at this stage would be greatly appreciated. And that's everything we've got to say about this week's Smackdown.
No pop.
No pop, baby. No pop.